Hello. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Long time no see. I know I probably posted an update video before this. You're gonna have a sleeping dog in the background to entertain you today. I've been feeling inspired recently to do Animal Crossing content. And the thing I've been most inspired by is fairy tale themed. I saw a couple of things that like really drew this idea into my brain. First, I saw someone who is also doing a fairy tale vibe island. I don't think mine's gonna be exactly like hers, but it's spin-off of that idea. And then I saw somebody, they were doing a bunch of dream address tours and they went to one that used all the mermaid stuff, and it was like a really pretty pastel dreamscape look in place, and honestly it was everything. They nailed it, and I realized I've never used the castle stuff before since 2.0 came out, and so I really want to. I'm really inspired currently to do fairy tale, but my concept idea is to have it be like two different types of fairy tale. So you have fairy tale that's like unicorns and really pretty colors and castles and princesses, right? Then you also have fairy tales like Red Riding Hood and like the fables, like the dark fairy tales where like someone's gonna kidnap you if you go into the woods at night, right? So I want to do both. That's my idea. The goal is to have part of the island be surrounded by castle walls, and that'll be like the good side, right? And the castle walls keep all the bad things out. And then on the other side, it'll be like the darker forest, mushrooms, witchy, fae, fairy tale vibes on that side, right? So that's my idea currently. And I just wanted to like put some pen to paper and like hash out some of my concept ideas, right? Well, I saw, this was a while back, but I saw like a year ago Froggycrossing did like mood boards for my Animal Crossing characters, and she used Canva, and that's what this website is. And I'm just gonna try it because I've never done it before and I think it'd be neat, and I just want to like put some ideas out there because I found that one time when I tried to too heavily plan this, I had a country island that I was doing that was supposed to be very like Western, like rural farming, like farm core island, right? And I had like it planned, like I had a mood board for it. I was like, these are the exact villagers I want it to look like this. And I did too much. Okay, I made it too specific. I have to have concepts, not blueprints. Okay, I need it to be a vague idea, not a foolproof plan, because I don't like sticking to plans. I like to be able to just kind of go with where inspiration is taking me, as opposed to like trying to be like, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. Like I just want to do what's inspiring me. So I just want to get some ideas out there, and that's what we're gonna do today. If you look over here, you'll notice that these three guys, you can only see their feet because my head came in, big old heads in the way, but you could probably guess who they are. We're just gonna throw these out there. So currently on my island, I have Winnie, I have Celia, and I have Draco. These guys were my first, like my peppy, my normal, my lazy that you get at the beginning of the game, right? My starting villagers were Renee and a hamster. They're not staying, so I didn't put them here. But so these three I actually really like. I think Draco, dragons are fairy tales. Celia looks like she just gives me like Hansel and Gretel vibes, and I know it's because like outfit and stuff, but like I feel like she's cute. And then Winnie, I love the little star on her forehead. I feel like she could be. She may or may not stay. These two will probably stay. But so we got some other ideas here. I've never ever had Chrissy and Francine on my island. Like, and literally up until like really recently, I'd never even seen them on villager hunts before. Like I've seen them, I know who they are, but like I've never encountered them myself. I recently encountered Chrissy, and I was like, I feel like they'd be a fun, mischievous twin combo. So they're pretty high up there on my list of things I think would be neat. Avery, he gives me Legend of Zelda vibes. I think he's got a good chance. Colton is pretty low on my list, but like if he's not fairy tale, I don't know what is. So he's there. He's a maybe. We got Diane, who I just think looks soft and pastel. So we'll just kind of put her over here with these two. Judy, same thing, soft and pastel. I don't know if that's actually fairy tale though. Julian, strong fairy tale vibes. Like he is a pretty high contender. All right. And then we've got, I'm going to put these two out at the same time. We got Knox and Sterling, who I have to have one of them, right? Like they're literally knights. I feel like I like Sterling slightly more than Knox, but I kind of like both of them. Like they kind of seem like fun. They seem like a fun duo. Okay. So back to my order. I put Knox on here twice. Oops. Her. I've never had her before either. And she's just so stinking cute. She seems like she could honestly be on either side. Like she could be in the cute area, or she could be the like witch who sells you a cold, like has the cauldron and like tricks you because she looks so dang cute. You think she's so sweet, but she's actually gonna eat you, you know? Just saying. Meringue would definitely be on the like adorable side, like the clean side, I guess you would say. Mary's just soft and pastel, and I love her shirts, so like definitely an option. Nana, I've just never had a monkey villager before, so, and I just think her pink is cute. Ruby just gives me fairy tale vibes. I don't know why. Maybe it's like Peter Cottontail, like that kind of thing. Sky, just she's, oh my god, there's so many more good options than there are bad ones. I don't know. Then there's Tia, who I just feel like also has the right vibes, right? Let me actually ACNH villagers. I'm gonna look at it one more time. Oh, we'll scroll through this together. Okay, so we're just gonna do like a quick look and see if there's anyone who really catches our eye, who could be like on the more mysterious side, you know, who still gives you fairy tale vibes, but like, because so many of these, I just don't think they all like she screams fairy tale, but I just don't like her that much. But like, I just don't feel like a lot of them really scream fairy tale in that way. Like you could do like a witch core, I guess, for that side, and go with like Kiki, or like, you know, you got Cherry, you got Lucky, you got all these really cute villagers. All of them are cute, by the way. All right, so let's look at some of the ones that I picked out here. So Carmen, cute, but I do think that she would end up on the cute side already. So I don't know if I should need any more there, but like I like having my options open because sometimes villager hunts get really long. You know what I mean? And sometimes I'm not dead set on somebody, and I like not doing a villager hunt for one specific person because it helps me be able to stop sooner. Dobie, I think, could be really cute because this island I'm trying to do a mixture of both villagers I really haven't had before, as well as just people I feel fit the vibe. So like if I ultimately don't like them, I don't care that I've never had them before. But Dobie I feel like is a good one. So let's see if we can drag him over to here. All right, so we added Dobie to there. Then Kiki, I just feel like if we can't think of anybody else, we should do Kiki because Black Cat, ooh, spooky. Lionel, I'm not normally a big fan of the lions. And I have this problem too, where sometimes I'll look up a villager and I'll see them online and I'll be like, oh, they're cute. And then I'll meet them in person and I'm like, less cute. Like, I don't know, sometimes the vibe just isn't there, and then vice versa. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I don't really like how the villager looks in photo, but then I meet them in game and they're adorable. I just don't feel like the photos do them justice, but I feel like he could be fun because he looks like a king, so that might be fun to like have like a specific kingly guy there. Muffy I feel like is pretty high up on the list for like the creepy side, and then Shino, I just feel like people could be like, ooh, she's spooky. So let's go and sort these guys by like the pastel fairy tale side and the darker fairy tale side so that we get a better idea of what we're looking at here. All right, so he's over here, she'd be over here. I think Winnie, I think I'll probably get rid of Winnie, but I think she could be like a stable horse right now, you know what I mean? Like she could be in charge of the stable. I think honestly, I think she goes on the evil side, and I like that. From like most wanting to keep to least wanting to keep, I'll put Judy down here because I have Judy on my main Forever Island right now, and I just kind of want to have her over there. Diane honestly could be either. I'm going to put her dead center. Julian, I'm going to put over here. He's pretty high up on my list. Mary, I just adore to death. These two, I really want these two, honestly. So Ruby's probably going to be a no. So Mary, Nana's all right. I think Tia could be really cute. Sterling is really high up there for me too. And then let's bring in, we got Dobie, we got Kiki. We're gonna put Kiki down here at the bottom. And then we've got Lionel. He's also become very high tier all of a sudden. We got Muffy, who's also pretty high tier. And then we got Shino, who's also just really high tier because I just love Shino so much. Winnie's fine. Sky I'm actually gonna put down here, even though Sky is one of my favorite villagers. I love her so much. But like I've had a lot of time with Sky, and I like spending time with new villagers and getting to know them. So if we had everyone here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's already 7. And I kind of want it to be like 6 and 4. Like I want there to be at least 4 people on the outskirts. So, okay, so these 3 are like my top. Like these 3 I really want to be on the outskirts. Honestly, maybe Diane. I want to have more options than I have slots for villagers, okay? So that I can be a little more freeform with my stuff, all right? So these guys are going to be down here. Nan, even in fact, I don't think I want her. Colton, I don't want. put you guys down. I'm gonna go ahead and take Judy out actually. Nah, she can stay, it's fine. So I think these 7 are my top and these 4 are my top. And so that gives me, and then Winnie is just currently on my island and she's just vibing. She's not gonna be a high priority to kick, but she's gonna probably go eventually, you know what I mean? And then on this side, I do think Dobie and Shino are like my backup options. And if I see one of these two and I'm like, oh my god, I have to take them, it's still there, right? I think I'm gonna get rid of Ruby. I think if it's really hard to find Sterling, I might take Nox because he's still cute. So, villager concept, okay? Villager concept. Now I'm gonna pull some pictures from Pinterest and I'm gonna show you some of the vibes that I'm feeling, all right?
3 hours later.
I have returned. Okay, so first of all, typing in like ACNH fairy tale did not achieve the results I thought it was going to. Like, I got stuff, but like my vision is a little different. It's gonna be a mixture of like pastel fairy tale and dark fairy tale, like I've explained. And a lot of times the fairy tale stuff, like this one for example, it's like that doesn't have either of the colors I'm looking for. But we're still gonna throw some stuff out here and I'm gonna give like you ideas of what I'm talking about here. So let's make some of our villagers smaller. We have an idea of what we want here. Castle walls. Totally, I want that aesthetic. I want big castle walls over the place, right? But also kind of like this. See how those are like softer? I'm probably gonna go for that sandstone color because that's just more along the lines of what I'm looking for. This path, so top tier. This path is so top tier. I'm sorry you can't quite see Shino. She's fine, I promise. Path, great, okay? This kind of vibe, it's like, here's the thing, it's got the colors I want, and this entire dream dress is going to be set in if I get to a dream dress. This island's going to be set during cherry blossom season. I have this switch on the southern hemisphere, so right now it's winter, so my thought is I'll have plenty of time to just take my time and make the place, and then I can move forward into cherry blossom season and I'll get to see what it looks like. So this isn't like what it's, I don't want it to be too natural in the really pretty side actually. I want it to be very city. In fact, this one is a great example of what I want it to look like on that side. So like that is what I want it to look like. This, oh my god, look at this. Look at how cute this is. You understand, this path is everything and I think it can go anywhere. So like that's in the center. This also is pretty similar to the vibes I'm looking for. Like this, like how the streets are lined like that. Like I really like that. That is more along the correct vibes. This is not gonna be this is not like actually a mood board. It just is, okay? It just exists. And then on the dark side, yes, okay. So we got stuff like this. It's gonna, I don't think there's gonna be a ton of pumpkins, but definitely some. It is gonna be mushrooms, okay? It's gonna be mushrooms and they're gonna glow and it's gonna be everything. That's what we're talking about. I like how cluttered that looks. I don't know what time of day I'm gonna have this set at. Maybe at like sunset, because I want that side to be dark and I want the other side to be light. So the other side's probably gonna have a lot of like lampposts and stuff. It's gonna be difficult. These vibes, those are immaculate vibes, okay? Like honestly, so good. These vibes, also pretty immaculate, all right? And then also, I've never had a stone circle before, and I just feel like this is the time of the season. You know what I mean? Like it's the time of the season and we're ready to have a stone circle. So like, do you see my vision? Does this make sense? I'll also show you this one, which kind of gives you the glowy, ethereal stuff that I'm kind of going for. It's the time of the season. I did that on purpose. I'm sorry. Now that song is in my head. But yeah, here's like the approximate vibes that I'm going for. Here's my thoughts, all right? Those are like the villagers of choice. I know you can't see Julian, I'm sorry, but he's there, okay? He's right here. You just, here, do you really want to see him that bad? There you go. I'm sorry, Julian. But yeah, so here's the thought process, right? Here is, I'm gonna name it Nectar mood board. That is the name of the island. I already named it Nectar. I just think that's a cute name. Like, it just seems soft. I kind of like vaguely have themes when I do my island names. So I've had like Honeycrisp, I've had Orchard. I think I had one that I named, like I was kind of going for apple names for a little bit, if you couldn't guess why. And Nectar just seems like along those lines while still being slightly more sweet. You know what I mean? So here's my thoughts. All right, here's my ideas. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. If you have any like cool inspiration ideas, if you know cool YouTubers who have done similar themes to this, so that I could like see the cool things they've done, because I don't mind getting inspiration from other people. Like, I hope this inspires you. If you want to, if I post my island and you end up liking it and you want to copy it, do it. I don't care, as long as you say who you got the inspiration from. If you're posting it online, we're here to inspire each other and have a good time. If you don't get inspired by watching your fellow YouTubers, what are you doing? Like, I'm here right now because I started watching Animal Crossing YouTubers again. It happens. So that's the thoughts right now. That's the idea. What I'm gonna do probably, because right now I'm playing on the island and I just finished building the 3 houses for the 3 starter villagers that aren't your that aren't your starters. So like, we don't even have resident services yet. We haven't got 3 stars. Another goal of mine on this island is I want to try to keep the Nook store as the shack, and I want to have it on the dark side, and I want to have Able Sisters on the bright side. And I think the museum will also fit in really well with like the pastel aesthetic of the bright side of the city. So I really want to keep Nook store small in order for it to really, I think the shack fits in better than the bigger one. Even the bigger one, I just don't feel like would really fit in with the pastel aesthetic, you know what I mean? So that's my current thought, and I'm working on it all. I might post like a video once I get to 3 stars and I start working on stuff. If you guys would like to see speed builds, I see people do those all the time, and I think maybe that'd be neat. I don't know, let me know. If you guys are working on any islands right now, please tell me. If you love these villagers, if you hate these villagers, tell me. It doesn't mean it's gonna change my mind, but that's okay. If you have ideas, I also kind of want to like have roles for the villagers, you know what I mean? So like, I kind of mentioned how she seems like she would be like the person who tricks you into coming into her house and she like feeds you candy, but it's actually like she's fattening you up to eat you. Like, I want to give stories for these guys, okay? Like, he's the guard obviously, so I could give that as his story, and I'm thinking she might be like a baker or something, maybe Julian. Like, I don't know, give me ideas for their stories. Like, if he's the king, what are these guys? Like, what, like she a witch? He, you know, like, give me some like story ideas for them so I could have cute builds for their houses and stuff. If you know of any content creators who have really good codes for this stuff, who have really good paths, like, I'm already looking like this, I'm already sold. You don't see what I'm pointing at, but I'm pointing at this that I'm shaking my mouse over. I'm already sold on this path. It might be my path for the dang island, but like, if you know of other people who also have really cool pathing designs, tell me. That's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you got a little inspiration yourself. The website that I used is Canva if you want to try it out. Not spawns, but like, it was really easy to use. I saw Froggycrossing doing it, and then I did it, and now maybe you'll do it. I don't know. But yeah, hope you guys have a great day. If you want to see more of this content and you're not already, you should subscribe. That way you don't miss out. If there is more of this series already, because this will probably be the first video in this series. If I do more of Nectar, this will probably be the first video. So if you're like here in the future and this is like months old, hi, how are you? You should also, if you end up binge watching this playlist, you should still subscribe. That'd be really nice of you. But yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.